Hello YouTube, this is, well, me, of course, but, today I decided that I'm going to do my review video, my first review video, on, Season 2, Episode 22 of The Flash. And I wanted to do it on this video because, The Flash is a really good show to me, I really enjoy it, and, this episode just really got to me in a good way. I just feel like it was one of the best episodes they've done. So, we're gonna go ahead and do it on this. And if you guys like this review video, let me know down in the comment section down below. And if you don't, let me know what I can change about it. Just basically give me like some tips on what you guys like and what you guys want. Anyway, if you can. Anyway, so what happened in today's video was, I gotta admit, was one of the best videos I've ever seen. Sorry, I mean episodes. I don't know why I keep calling it a video. I'm like hella nervous because this is like my first review episode that I've done, and I don't really review things too often, like ever. Anyway, point being, so the episode starts off with Barry and the police force fighting all of the metahumans from Earth 2. I mean, you see cops going left and right fighting people with powers. I mean, it was truly amazing. But eventually the cops are starting to become overrun, and then all of a sudden Barry shows up and saves them. Because now Barry's got his Speed Force powers back after his little trip into the Speed Force, which if you watched the last episode, you'll know he had, and coming out of the Speed Force, he got his powers back. But after his little trip into the Speed Force, Barry came out massively confident, which is good, but also bad, because now it's like Barry has no fear of what's going to happen now. Anyway, so with Barry's newfound confidence, it's scaring a majority of his family because he's making them think that he thinks that he's invincible. And Barry, like every couple minutes, he's just saying the universe is with us, the Speed Force is siding with us. And the way Barry put it is just that he's not afraid anymore. And I'll be one of the first people to tell you that not fearing things is a good thing, but also a bad thing at the same time. But anyway, I don't know what I mean. This is the show. Anyway. Um, so Barry is running around trying to capture villains left and right, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's catching them metahumans by the handful and putting them in Iron Heights or in their little secret prison that they have in Star Labs. But anyway, he's basically just running around doing what the Flash does. And what ends up happening is Wally decides that he wants to start helping take down metahumans. And what he does, he goes and he tries to go and fight a metahuman, and Joe saves him. And Joe starts fearing that Wally is going to keep trying to do this, and that's exactly what Wally plans to do. And I honestly love the Wally West character. I've loved how they've tried to develop him. It has really made me happy to see him in the Flash, because I honestly hope that they bring in the Kid Flash at some point in time. It would really be amazing if they did that, only because you don't... I was hoping that it would be like Arrow and you get like your little sidekick thing there. Like how now in Season 3 he got Speedy. Damn. Anyway, ignore that. Oh no, I'm getting caught in the corner. There we go. Anyway, so what Joe ends up doing is he ends up asking Wally to go and... Sorry, ends up going and asking Barry to talk to Wally. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place right now. He ends up going and asking Barry to talk to Wally, and that's what Barry does. He goes and tries to have a talk with Wally as the Flash, and tells him that you're not wasting your life, and if you really want to help, just leave it to the police. And Wally, being Wally, just kind of says, "You didn't do that." And he's like, "Yeah, that's because I have powers, though." And they end up having a little laugh and stuff like that. And you can obviously tell that Wally looks up to the Flash ever since his little experience and him saving him and stuff like that, which I find really cool. I think it's going to open up a lot of doors for the Kid Flash character, which is honestly what I want. I want Kid Flash to be introduced into the series, and I want to see that red and silver suit. I kind of like the new 52 suit, I'm not gonna lie, for the Wally West Kid Flash. Anyway, so what ends up happening is they bring in the character. So I don't know her name. It's the actress that plays Laurel Lance in Arrow. They bring in her character, and she's a metahuman from Earth 2 named Black Siren, and she's destroying buildings. And one of the buildings that she ends up destroying is Mercury Labs, which brings in their lead scientist into the Team Flash, which I thought was pretty cool. She already knew that Barry was the Flash. She's just like, "How did you know?" And she's just like, "I'm a scientist. We're not stupid." So, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, um, what ends up happening is Black Siren goes to destroy a building. Wow. Well, Barry is talking to Wally, and Wally overhears him and decides to follow him. Oh crap! Luther's not playing around. Anyway, I might lose this fight, but I don't really care. Every time you throw up that shield, sir. Anyway, I know I keep saying anyway, but I'm trying to get to my point. What ends up happening is Flash goes to confront Black Siren, and it goes not very well for Barry, because, it's got the powers of Black Canary, and it shows that she has the Sonic Scream as her power, which I think is pretty cool. But right as she's about to finish off Barry, Wally comes drifting in and slaps her with the car, like kind of just taps her and sends her flying. I thought it was amazing. I was like, yeah. And I just now realized Wally's car is silver, kind of like the color of his Kid Flash uniform. And I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not. I really hope they did. Because it's like, what color would you want your suit to be? Oh, it's going to be silver like my car. Anyway. Ooh, no. I thought this was over. Now it's over. Anyway. So Wally comes in, hits Black Siren, and saves Barry and tells Barry to get in the car, and they get in the car. And as they're driving, Wally's just like, "Oh, I thought you needed a ride." And Flash just wakes up and just like, "Yeah, thanks," and dashes out of the car and runs right back to Star Labs. And then, as that's going on, Cisco is vibing. This entire time, Cisco has been vibing these weird vibes about birds, which I'm not gonna lie, I honestly just thought was just birds. He's thinking of it being Black Canary, and they're thinking about all of that, but no. What happening was it's a vision of what's gonna happen to the world. I'll get to that at the end of this. But anyway, what happens is Barry and Cisco and Harry come up with a plan on how to get rid of every Earth 2 metahuman, including Zoom. And what they plan is they plan to use that frequency that makes them all get knocked out. and they decided to go with this because they remembered back when they were on Earth 2, Cisco couldn't vibe or anything like that. And with that, they thought it would be a good idea. So that's what they ended up doing, is they ended up going with the plan to use Cisco's little vibe thing and use the frequency to try to get rid of all of them. And because they needed time for them to go do it and stop Black Siren, what ended up happening is Caitlyn. Oh yeah, Caitlyn comes back. I forgot to say that. Caitlyn gets to go back to the team. She decided not to stick with Zoom. But I partly think that's a trap set by Zoom. I'm not 100% sure. Every time I keep trying to do the slow motion thing, he keeps hitting me. Anyway. This is like a dead even fight. I was winning, but now I'm losing. I don't know which way I'm facing. I didn't think I was gonna hit him. Only way to beat a speedster is with a speedster. I will not go down without a fight, though. There it is. I lost. Anyway, point is, back to this. Cisco and Caitlyn get to go and disguise themselves as Killer Frost and Reverb and try to trick Black Siren into buying Barry some time, which they actually end up doing successfully. And what they end up doing is buying Barry enough time for them to get their machine up and running so they can send at a high-pitched frequency to knock out all the Earth 2 people from Earth 2. But sadly, they did not get Zoom in the process because Zoom hurried up and went through a breach right back to Earth 2.